Well, hello everybody and welcome to Jeff's baking blog. Today I'm going to be making some apple and almond muffins. Now these are going to be quite a dense muffin and they don't have any fat or oil or butter in them. Very simple to make, as all muffins are. So I've started off by preheating my oven to 170 Celsius, that's 150 Celsius with a fan, 340 Fahrenheit. And I've put 9 paper cups in a muffin tin. This recipe may not make 9, but in case I decide not to overfill the cups, I will use 9. So I go on to the ingredients, and for this I have 100 grams, which is 2/3 of a cup, based on scooping packed flour into a 250 milliliter cup measure of plain flour. I have 60 grams, which is half a cup, of ground almonds or almond flour. I have 60 grams, which is 1/4 of a cup plus 2 teaspoons of caster sugar. I have 100 grams of chopped apple. Now this, when I put it into a cup measure, was just about a scant cup. So 100 grams of apple, chopped apple. And I actually squeezed just a little bit of lemon juice over mine to stop it from browning. You don't need to do that, but mine was going to be sitting here for a while as I set things up. That's why I did that. Then I have 2 medium eggs, which would be large in the USA, a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/4 of a teaspoon of almond extract. If you don't have almond extract, it doesn't matter particularly. It's just to give an extra almond flavour into my muffins. So the first thing I'm going to do is to blitz the apple with the egg and the sugar and the almond extract. I want that to be very liquidy. I don't want big chunks of apple. So I'll put the apple into the bowl of my little immersion blender, and I'll put the eggs in as well, and the almond extract, and the sugar, and then I'll process that until I think it's nice and smooth. And that looks nice and smooth now. So that's all I'm going to do with that. I'll just set that to the side for a moment. And into another bowl I'm going to put the flour, the baking powder, the baking soda, and the ground almonds, and I'm going to mix those together. Now you could sift these if you wanted to, but I'm not going to. I don't think you need to when you're making muffins. So that was easy. The next thing to do is to pour in our wet mixture and simply mix it until it all comes together, but you don't want to over mix this. Just mix it in. Like that, and then it needs to be spooned into the muffin cups. And you could use an ice cream scoop, but I'm just going to use a dessert spoon. So I've put that in, and that just did do quite nicely for 6, as I suspected it may. So I'm going to put those into my preheated oven, and I'm going to bake them for about 25 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, but 25 minutes. I'll test them with a skewer to see if they come out clean, and if they do, I'll take them out and allow them to cool down, and then I'll come back and we'll have a taste. I baked the apple almond muffins for 25 minutes, and I tested them with a skewer in the centre, and it came out clean. So I took them out of the oven and I've allowed them to cool down, and this is what they look like. And I've broken one in half, I cut one in half in fact, so you can see the inside. So they're nicely baked, and I'll have a taste of this one. So it does have a lovely sweet apple flavour coming through, and I get the almond extract flavour as well. The texture is very, very good, and it's slightly dense, as muffins really should be. So I hope you've enjoyed the video, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up below and click to subscribe to my YouTube channel. In the top right hand corner of the screen there will be an eye that you can click on, and that will take you to a link for this recipe, and I'll put a link below the video as well. And I'll be back with another recipe in the very near future. So until then, happy baking.